Welcome to Absolute PlayStation and Steam Gamers, PSG. Shake doesn't like it because we can't use that as a search algorithm, but it will work eventually when we start properly putting it into the titles. Anyway, guys, this is our weekly news roundup. This is the PSG News Podcast. This week you've got me, obviously, I'm talking. My name's Benny. And then we got Ben, and then we got Houston.
Obviously, and that's really all that matters.
I'm the important one, isn't it? Woo! I'm not full of myself at all. Now praise me. Tell me how amazing I am, my buddy Shank. Ben
Shank, have you been lately?
I've been fantastic.
Nice.
Been great.
I hear a nagging in my ear. I don't know who that is, but
it's like a fly's buzzing around.
You know what? I just like you guys. But we're going to kick off today's news with the announcement of one thing that Shank wants to talk about and Huey won't say crap about because he wants to give me crap. Season of the insert season name. Splicer from Destiny 2 is going to be kicking off on May 11th. You and I both play Destiny. We have a Destiny clan that you run and people think I run, even though I specifically stated I don't do anything.
Benny's clan. Definitely Benny's clan.
But it's Benny's clan. Yeah, that's exactly it. So the new season starts up, and we'll go into the controversy that's coming out of, because that's another news article, the transmog system. But why don't you run it over? Because I know you've already read through this 8 times, and you have your entire 3 months planned.
So it's going to be Season of the Splicer, and essentially the Vex have somehow made a simulation that is able to cause the entire city to be stuck in perpetual nighttime. And the only person who can help us is Mithrax, a Elixni, a fallen captain, a splicer who is somehow able to access the Vex network. There's going to be a 6-person matchmade activity, Vaulted Glass raids coming back.
So we have 2 6-people things.
Yeah. Transmog's coming, but that's probably not going to be a good thing.
Yeah, we'll be talking about that in a minute, because that is another news article that has been... Basically, I feel like every week we get a news article of Transmog is bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's bad, so just don't take part in it. That's all I got to say on the topic.
But everyone will, and they haven't backtracked on it, so everyone's going to, and it's going to be fine.
They'll backtrack by the end of next season. That's just what they do. What else? I think more new guns this season than we got with Beyond Light, which is interesting, but
my big question is going to boil down to, will these new guns be anything we'll actually use, or is it going to be like, oh, this looks nifty? Phew.
Right.
Which was my argument with you when we were discussing gunplay and stuff. Most of the new guns they make, we just chuck to the side.
I mean, what's really going to matter is whether or not there are any new perks on these guns. That's usually what makes new guns fun to go after, is they introduce a bunch of new perks. But at a certain point, that starts leading to power creep, and I don't know. That was the nice thing about sunsetting, was that if something was a little bit too powerful, it would be gone. But everybody hates sunsetting, so they'll just nerf it, I guess. I don't know.
I honestly would rather them just nerf it. I'll take the nerf rather than just removing the whole gun. Houston, you don't play Destiny.
I don't. I have questions.
Oh, that's what I was going to say, because he used a lot of words that are like, if you don't play Destiny, what's going on?
I know. I've played Destiny. I know exactly
what
you're talking about. Okay, I'll pretend I have no idea what's going on for
you're lost,
you are
Houston.
Out there. What are these perks and things you're talking about on the guns?
What is power creep?
What is power creeping? What are these big words, Shank?
Sorry.
What was your actual question, Chewy?
Is this new 6-person activity going to be enough to take place of a new raid? That's my biggest question.
We're also getting a new raid.
No, we're not getting a new raid.
We're getting an old raid.
Okay.
We're getting a Destiny, the original Destiny 1 raid, and from reading this, it's the exact same raid.
Well, so the way they're doing this is it is the exact same raid, and they've activated a challenge mode, which will give you variations, which is what people are going to be working on for their day 1 emblems.
Okay.
I agree, though. It is the exact same raid. It's like...
like, challenges are, okay, that's not that hard to do. So is this new 6-person activity going to be enough for us not getting a new raid?
That's an interesting question because last year we had one raid for 1 year.
Right. So, I mean, we're already doing better than we did last year.
Okay. See, I actually didn't know that because I wasn't paying that close attention. So
and it
that
depends on what type of activity it is. I mean, it really does.
Yeah.
It depends on whether it is like the Sundial or Menagerie, which were good 6-man activities, or if it's like Vex Offensive, which was run at a bunch of Vex and kill the Hydra at the end.
Yeah, that one wasn't very fun. If it was something along the lines of Battlegrounds, but 6-man, I'd be on board with that. Because Battlegrounds weren't terrible. It was a great thing to, hey guys, what are you doing today? Let's just hop out and do some Battlegrounds, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, honestly, now that I think about it, though, Battlegrounds and Vex Offensive were kind of similar. Why did we like Battlegrounds more than Vex Offensive?
I think because it wasn't as required for the season completion.
You know what it was, though? I think it's because they put story into it. Like with the
That too. That
dialogue
could've
at
been
the
it.
end and the fact that there was a reason why we were running it. It wasn't just like run up a hill and go kill a Hydra
Yeah.
or a Minotaur. So,
But anyway, so the season as a whole is bringing us a new raid, a new 6-man activity. I'm happy with both of those. I've very vocally expressed my opinions that they are not pumping out enough content, but I will state at least they finally seemingly have this seasonal style down. Like you're going to get this, this, and this, and it's the same thing we're getting every 3 months. That's what we get in 14. It's out of rotation. We can know what to expect. At least they seemingly have figured out what they can do in 3 months.
and it also sounds like there's going to be a new Pinnacle activity like Presage and Harbinger for the last 2 seasons.
Which is, for those who don't know, Destiny is one of the upper echelon endgame type content you do with a small group.
Just looking at this from past seasons, to me, it does look like their biggest season yet.
Potentially.
Maybe. I don't know. I have a standard operating procedure when it comes to Destiny, and that is have 0 expectations. That way I can't be hurt again.
I respect
I can't
that.
be hurt. I agree with him. For years, I would go, oh my God, it's going to be amazing. I got bored in a week. Crap. And then I would like boycott it. And then I told you, I was like, I'm tired of getting on and just telling you how crappy this game is. I'm just going to enjoy what we have and then go play other games. And that's the end of that.
I think that's the healthiest way, especially with the new seasonal model, to look at this.
Yeah.
And they've been on point with their storytelling and lore, so I'm sure that'll be good. We're gonna get us.
I don't think you know what storytelling and lore is, but hey, we'll talk about that another time.
It's better than some of the games you've played with me.
It's better than some of them, like a hitchhiking game where you don't get to resolve it.
Storytelling, yes, they've been pretty bad. Lore, they've been pretty solid since about House of Wolves, I'd say.
I mean, I feel like we could have an entire discussion about this because it relates to a lot of games like this. You say there's lore is on point. Is it really lore when you just make everything vague? There's a lot of games that go that
There's a
model.
lot of detail. It's not vague. There's a lot of detail in the lore.
They've been filling in stuff lately, but a lot of games like to go that route of like, you could put it together. There was a witch and a hive, and they did something, and now everything's bad.
Yeah, I mean, they've been slow rolling. We didn't really know much about the Cabal until this last season.
That's what I mean. They've been filling it, but that's a discussion for a whole discussion show. Like what is that point of like the story is acceptable, and what is the whole you're supposed to fill in the blanks.
Well, and also how much story can you take out and replace with lore before it's just absurd? Because Destiny has definitely stepped over that line multiple times.
Do you like my sly game developer? All right, guys, so we're going to make something evil. And it might be you, it might be your friends, it might be your dog. The players will decide.
No dog would ever be evil.
Yep.
Oh, now I'm making that game. All right, so the next topic on our news show, we can have a longer discussion about Destiny some other time. The news show, we need to move forward. So, new season does sound interesting. It does sound like it is the most content yet in a Destiny season. I'm excited for that. I was not against the current one, Chosen. But the Beyond Light Hunt one was horrible. So it feels like we're ramping up so the seasons are getting more and more content. I'll be on board if by the time we're getting to the next expansion, that season is the most jam-packed.
Agreed. 100%.
Yes.
I'm going to make Houston play it with me finally.
Of course you are.
Next topic I got here is Ubisoft said Division's not dead.
Nothing better than just making a statement, carte blanche. My game's not dead.
That's basically what they did today, though. So, as you know, Houston, me, Shank, we like play looter shooters. Me and Shank more so, and me and Shank play every looter shooter practically. We have characters in Division 2. Division 2 is not getting a new season. It doesn't. Well, they're going to keep their model, but Ubisoft today announced that Division's movie is moving forward with Jake Gyllenhaal in it, which I'm excited about. That's going to be cool.
I didn't know Division had a movie.
It's a Netflix movie with Jake Gyllenhaal.
I actually did know about that. Not Jake Gyllenhaal until just now, but I knew they were making a movie.
I honestly think I'd like a Division movie more than I like... and I don't hate the
Division.
Game. I don't hate the game. I just think like a TV series would actually be better for the Division.
Yeah. Well, so they're making the movie. They're making a I guess what they call it, transmedia novel. So it's supposed to cross over, like bridge the movie and the games and everything. They're coming out with a Division-specific mobile title, which got Huey's heart in a flutter.
I mean, and it's called Heartland. What do you know?
They're getting a free-to-play game, so another Division title that's free-to-play.
That's the Heartland.
Oh, the Division Heartland title is the free-to-play game.
I don't know if that's the
Division 2
title.
is getting a sizable, large update with a new game mode.
I mean,
What's
I'll
the
go
new
back
game
and play
mode?
the game as soon as... I mean, we still need to play the tower.
All the way
What was
through,
that
yeah.
called?
It's just the Wall Street Tower you're climbing up it with diamond hands. I will take the stonks!
Apparently, it's going to add a new way to level.
That'll be interesting. Maybe we can get Huey to go play with us and then a week later go, wow, it's very repetitive. It's my only problem with the Division. I like the Division, but they very much are in we want the gamers who will do the same thing forever.
I like the Division, minus they, in my opinion, have some of the worst bullet sponge enemies.
Oh, it's so bad at times. It's one of those games that I put it on easy just so the enemies die.
Right. Well, and Outriders also has spongy enemies, but because you have your anomaly abilities, you're able to take them down quickly. Division doesn't really have anything like that. The skills and the tech, just like they aren't that effective against the
You're
enemies.
just a normal guy or girl.
Well, the issue with the
fighting
skills
away.
and the tech is the recharge on them. I can't just throw endless drones or bots or whatever out there to take care of things for me. So,
Right. I mean, I'll show up. I enjoy playing Division. I don't play it a lot, but
yeah, I'll check it out. But
I'll play it with you guys.
there you go. We got our third. All right, next up, Huey, this is going to be one for you. Today or tomorrow or whatever. Tomorrow.
It's tomorrow. I thought it was today.
They're ninja dropping Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, a 20-year-old action RPG getting its full re-release, and I was already cut out of playing it with Huey.
I literally said we could play tomorrow when I get to work. 'Cause
No.
I don't want to work. I want to play Baldur's Gate all day.
No, you cut me out already. I was told I'm not playing it with Huey and Andy, so apparently they're on their own.
I mean, it's 2 players only, so it's kind of hard to play with.
Whatever, you cut me out. So tell me about the thing you cut me out of.
We'll tell you about Well, I mean, as Ben did say, it's a 20-year-old game. I saw it this morning when I woke up. It got me super excited because it said available now. Turns out that was a lie. It's tomorrow. But if you don't know much besides app games, I'm a huge Diablo fan, so action RPG style games. This was one of the first I've ever played on the PS2. You get to go into the Forgotten Realms and play through the city of Baldur's Gate and do a bunch of stuff in a Diablo style hack and slash looter game. So it's my biggest disappointment for it is they did not add any online capabilities, so it's couch co-op only. It is 2-player couch co-op, and
on an app game.
No, it's on PlayStation stuff.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
going to be
PlayStation.
released. It has 4K support on the Xbox One X, PS4 Pro, and the Series X and PS5. I will also be on the Switch as well, and I think Steam. Not yet. PC and mobile versions will be out later this year.
Okay.
So console exclusive for now.
I don't know if I'm that excited about. They're pulling out a lot of these 20-year-old games, and some of them I'm excited for. I'm like, yeah, we got a remaster, and then some of them I'm like, we'll leave it there.
You're not wrong. I'm looking at the screenshots, and it says 4K.
It doesn't look 4K,
but it's not.
No, well, it is.
But it's not.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it fits in your 4K TV. That's more what it means, Shake.
It's
right.
Gonna look
1080p.
prettier than it did on the PS2.
Yeah,
but not by much.
Did you ever play the original Baldur's Gate, Shank?
No, I didn't. I was thinking though, I need more couch co-op games, so I might pick it up.
They are so hard to find right now.
I am a little concerned. It is $30.
That seems fair, though.
It seems fair to an extent. I don't know how much they upped the how much they upped the graphics. Because a lot of these remake games, like Jedi Academy, they release at like $15.
So you're worried it's overpriced, though.
I'm worried it might be overpriced.
It might just be
I was sitting here
that wants it.
I was sitting here worried it was going to be $60.
Oh, if it's $60, we would not be talking about this right now because I would not be buying it.
What would we be talking about it and how much you didn't like the $60 price tag?
But yeah, so literally there was nothing I heard about it until I woke up this morning and was scrolling Reddit, and the Nintendo Switch subreddit had the trailer. And I'm like, what is this? And it's like, available now. And then it's like, oh, no, we're just kidding. It's tomorrow.
Gotcha. All right, well, that's another one. It's a really light news week, guys, so those are ready. So I do want to, I was saying we were going to talk about the transmog later, but you know what, honestly, Shake, I'm tired of complaining about the bad transmog system in Destiny. Long story short, it's either grind or buy your way through, but until we see it in action, it's all speculation if it's going to be grind and buy your way through or if it's definitively actually predatory practices. So I don't think we need to talk about it much until next week when it drops. And then we can say, yes, it's very predatory. Here's the problem. Or we can go, Shake, we were so wrong. I've transmogged so much shit.
No, I think it's predatory.
I think so too. But I feel like we've also complained, discussed, and everyone's whined about it now that at this point we just got to see it happen.
Yeah, it's like seeing a semi-truck that's stuck on a train track.
Yeah.
And like everybody knows what's about to happen, and we're just kind of waiting for it. And some of us are just like, you know what, I'm just going to look away and let that all happen over there because it's going to be a mess.
I told you, Shank, I'm going to give you crap if you have transmog day one.
You can, but I know you're also going to do it because
no, you're not allowed to give me crap. That's not how this works. I am allowed to yell at you.
Exactly how this works.
When does it go live?
Tuesday.
Next week.
That's why I don't think we need to have a long form discussion about it. I'd rather go to our last topic I have here.
I don't think next week something to talk about. We'll actually have an opinion on it.
That's what I'm saying. Instead of just going with the way it sounds like garbage. Let's whine about it more. Okay, so we'll move on to the next topic, then the last one. We have Sony is being sued for limiting purchases of games to the PlayStation Store. Now, when I first saw this article, I didn't quite get what they were saying. I had to read into it a little bit. And I didn't even realize this. You cannot buy PlayStation digital codes on any other outlet other than PlayStation. You have to buy PlayStation gift cards if you want to go that route.
Right, and apparently this happened like 2 years ago, and they're only just now getting brought to court about it.
I knew you couldn't buy PlayStation codes, but I don't think it ever registered. Because I buy a lot of gift games for you guys, for other friends, things like that, for doing stuff with videos. So I buy a lot of stuff, and when it was PlayStation, I always had to buy you guys PlayStation gift cards. But at no point did this seem like a problem to me. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't thinking, there'd be times I'm like, man, I wish I could just get Shank the digital code instead of getting him extra money every time I'm trying to get him a game for a video. You know what I mean?
Reading this, I didn't even realize it either until literally right now. But it makes sense why they're being sued.
They've got a monopoly to charge super competitive prices for digital PlayStation games, which are significantly higher than their physical counterparts sold in the competitive retail market. They can do sales on their digital games that no one else gets to partake in because they're the only ones that can do it.
Oh, so they're getting sued because they're able to drop the prices.
Right, and undercut their own retail market.
That's why nobody noticed. That's probably why nobody noticed.
I always took those deals.
Right. Why wouldn't you? I mean, it explains why every month there's 3 games that are for free if you have PlayStation Plus, and they have sales for each season, for each month of the year. They seem to have some huge sale.
It's not even just the sales, though. Reading more into this, it's literally at times people who can't go out and buy a physical copy of the game are now paying up to 175% more because Sony has a monopoly on it, because no other places are selling them.
So no, because let me give you an example. If you go to Walmart and Walmart has a game for half off today, right? You go buy Resident Evil 8 for whatever. This isn't true, but let's just say they had a half off. Right. But you can't get it because it's sold out. You then go to the digital market. Walmart can't sell you a digital code for the same amount. So you're only
PlayStation,
right? So your only option is to then go to the PlayStation store, and they have their own ability to increase or decrease prices. That's the problem.
I don't have an issue with the increasing prices as much as I do the decrease, being able to put things on sale like that, and when other people aren't able to offer the same types of deals because they have exclusive access. I guess if they want to charge more for their product.
The problem is that Sony owns the complete market for the digital games. So Walmart can't go, Shank, I'm sorry, we're sold out of Resident Evil 8. I'll give you the digital code for the same price as our sale. Right. Sony can then sell it for $80 or whatever they want to sell it for, and you just can't get it. And on the flip side with sales, if Sony says, hey, we want to sell the latest Sony game, Returnal, you can get Returnal for $7 off in the Sony digital store. You can't do that in the physical disc unless the store takes the hit.
Right.
The issue is that Sony is the only one that can sell that digital code. So it's not a situation of GameStop will take a small hit and sell a digital game cheaper.
Well, part of me wants to argue then just buy the game on Xbox, but that's not realistic for a lot of people.
No.
If they don't have more than one console, then you're not able to do that.
It's the Sony exclusives as well, though. So.
Yeah.
Well, the Sony exclusives, I feel like they're entitled to do with as they want.
Yes and no.
But the issue is it's a monopoly. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Right. And
I mean, you're right. If they don't want those games to go down in price, they want them to go up in price. They have that prerogative to do so. But they have the monopoly. No one else can sell their product. That's the problem.
Right, and the barrier to entry for their competition. It's not that you can just go to Xbox and buy their game, buy the game there. Buy it from their competitor. You would also have to either purchase an Xbox or purchase a PC.
It has nothing to do with you buying it at a different location. It's that Sony's the only one that has a monopoly on their own digital stuff.
Monopolies are illegal in America. That's the biggest problem.
Right. They've essentially monopolized the digital goods that are available on their store.
Right. That's the issue. So I never thought about it like this. That is not good.
No.
But at the same time, unless I read this article, I wouldn't even know it's a problem.
And I think that's another problem.
That is so kind of hidden?
Because right now it's consumer friendly, but all it takes is them essentially boxing out their competitors completely, and then...
Well, that's what a monopoly is. Yeah, that's the problem.
Right. They can eventually start gouging prices, and nobody will be able to do anything about it.
Yeah.
Because places like GameStop would be out of business.
Oh, GameStop's already out of business. So we'll go to Walmart. I'm kidding. Before somebody's like, no, Betty. So I know it sounds like we were just kind of debating and arguing about it, guys. We did read this article pre-show. This is just such a convoluted article and situation.
It's this big. So it's not a lot of information.
But it's just interesting that they're getting sued for a monopoly that they've had for 2 years.
Probably longer.
Well, our legal system takes a little bit of time to get things rolling. I mean, somebody probably filed the paper.
Ago.
Somebody probably filed the paperwork 18 months ago, and they're just now
yeah.
getting their day in court.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's a pretty big news thing there.
The other thing I saw, and I sent this to you a couple days ago, apparently Sony is going to be investing in Discord, and they're integrating it into...
oh, yeah, you did send me that one.
Yeah, apparently Sony and Discord are getting into business together, so he's announced a new partnership and investment in the popular messaging and communications app, and we will see Discord connect with your social and gaming experiences on PlayStation Network. Honestly, as long as they didn't outright buy Discord, like the news was talking about Microsoft like 2 months ago was looking at buying.
Well, that was
Discord.
the supposed April Fool's joke, which I don't think was as much of an April Fool's joke as everyone wanted it to be. You know, the way they acted.
I think that was in March, wasn't it? Like
there was coming out in March, and then April rolled around, and they're like, "Oh, it was all a joke," and it's like. Was it, or was it a leak that did? Yeah, I was like, or was it a deal that fell through, and now we're just saying it was a joke? Because it doesn't look good for Discord if they're trying to sell.
Right. I mean, I'm game because
we already use Discord. Like, I don't know about you, Shank, but when I'm normally when I'm playing, we still hop on Discord. We just put on like mics on Discord. We don't even use the Sony chat all the time. We do pop on there occasionally, but it's just not good. The Sony
honesty, I would love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like the same messaging and like chat system that I left like 6 years ago. And when you think about like how many improvements Discord's made over the last couple of years, like it feels outdated when you go onto Sony's voice chat.
Yeah, I mean, we're literally using Discord to film this right now.
Yeah.
And there's been issues over the years using this as a podcast platform, but we're using it now because it's gotten good. They know how to continually improve upon it.
Well, and I'm going to look forward to being able to play my games. Like, I don't want to have two headsets on. Like, I want to be able to listen to the in-game stuff while I'm playing PlayStation and also have Discord. So, I mean, I'm all for this news while we're talking about monopolies.
Me too. Like 90% of the time when I'm playing PlayStation by myself, Benny's like, "Hey, come to voice real quick," and it's not real quick for me because my PlayStation's in another room.
Yeah,
So I either have to hop on my phone or
maybe don't be lame.
I mean, I took my PlayStation out of my living room and brought it to my office just so that I'm able to use Discord while I'm playing.
Yeah,
And it would be kind of nice if I could just like go upstairs and relax. You know what I mean? So
yeah. Not everyone has the ability to kind of make an area that I have where I could do Discord on like a tablet while I'm playing or something like that. So
I mean, I could do that too, but
you're saying you're lazy. Got it.
I'm not saying I'm lazy.
No,
the
Shank's,
quality,
you're lazy.
when you get on your tablet, you sound awful, Benny. Just telling you that right now.
But I don't care. So, all right, guys, that was today's PSG news. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. A little light on the news, so we will try to discuss it a little bit more. Don't forget to check back next Monday through Wednesday, whenever it gets recorded, for the next just normal podcast roundup. We're also going to be doing a show. Me and Shank are going to try to get some Resident Evil 8 time, so we can do a first impressions on that. And our tier show is going to be coming out very soon. We got something else rolling out there. We're having a blast at this channel, guys. We appreciate you coming to the channel. If we seemed a little down today, I do apologize. We are all a little tired. Shank worked all day, and me and Huey worked all day. We actually worked today. We actually worked today, and I am so tired. Yeah. So, anyway, guys, thank you so much. We'll see you next time right here at PSG. Absolutely, PSG.
Later.
see you guys.